Chodesh Tov, everyone, and welcome to Rosh Chodesh Shevat at OneShul. I am Kohenet Ketzira, and I'm very excited to be here with you again tonight, celebrating the change of the Jewish months. If you are with us as a guest, try to sign in. I know it's a different chat room. We've been testing out different ones to try to keep the crashing to a minimum, which we're having a lot of issues with for a while. So it took me a little bit too to figure out how to sign in, but please give it a try if you can. And it's a lot better experience for everybody if you can log in and actually fully participate. I think if you try to just post something in the chat room, it'll prompt you to log in or register. And you can figure out if you have a registration or not, figure it out from there. If you can't get registered, no worries. And we will be heading into our service tonight. So I posted the link to tonight's Siddur in the chat room. Hopefully you'll be able to download it. If you can't, let me know. So why don't we begin as people are sort of finding their place, and have everyone begin by introducing yourself and where you are in the world. So if you haven't logged in yet, this is the perfect time to give that a try. So I am, as I said, I'm Ketzira, I'm Kohenet Ketzira, and I am coming to you from Washington, D.C. And as always, if you can't hear me, if we lose the video feed, the audio feed, or anything else, just let me know. And I think I just saw Shlomo asking for the link to the service, so I'll post that one more time. There you go. You should hopefully see the link. I got links enabled again, so I can see it, so hopefully you can see it. And Smurfette in Smurf Valley, is that our friend Addie signing in there? Is from North Carolina there. Smurfette, I've never thought of you as Smurfette. So welcome, Troy, is it Troy from Indiana? And Megan, of course. And everyone joining us as guests who are trying to log in right now. And Tamara, good to see you. Yeah, Northeast, quite the nor'easter tonight. Even here in D.C., we are getting a little bit of snow tonight. Probably only a couple of inches, but that is enough to induce mass panic in the nation's capital. All right, so our service tonight will follow a pretty familiar pattern if you've been here before for Rosh Chodesh. And again, while we're just sort of getting settled, please try to introduce yourself. Just that act of typing your name and where you're from will cause you to log in if you haven't logged in. And if you haven't registered, it'll let you register there too. So it's definitely one of those experiences. It's much better when we can all participate together. And yeah, up in the Northeast, I just came down from New York and back home from New York, and I'm glad that I missed the snow. So our service, really 4 parts. We welcome in the new month. We give thanks for the month that has passed. We ask for strength in the month to come. And we open up ourselves to receive divine blessings and energy, and whatever that means in the month to come. And the 4th part is in the middle there, which is we talk a little bit about the month that is beginning tonight, which is Shevat. All right, so let's see if any of our other people who are sort of viewing as guests would like to try and log in and introduce yourselves. And if not, then we will just get going. And I know it can be hard. The chat room is a little bit strange sometimes. So again, if you just start, look, I'm typing, just start typing and you hit send, it'll prompt a login. That was how I found it. All right, so our service beginning as usual with expressions of gratitude with Moda Ani, which is from the morning prayer service. It is traditionally done then, but the song is all about giving thanks, so it's still the best one I know. That tune that we use for that is by Holy Tea, and I have exciting news about something she's up to that I'm going to give you guys a sneak preview about tonight. We then move into prayers for strength using an adaptation of Micha Mocha. And again, it's our friend Holitea, her tune that we'll be using for that. And then we'll go into a little bit of what the month is about through a specific lens or filter. And then finally, we'll do opening ourselves up for blessings. And special treat for you on that one tonight. For the last many months, been trying to customize the final chant of opening for blessings to the specific month. And as usual, it hit me right at the last moment tonight. So hopefully this one will work for you all as well. And hello, Andrea, welcome. Yes, you have logged in. Yeah, the new chat room, it's a little hard to log in. It's a little bit strange, but hopefully it won't crash constantly, which is pretty crucial. So I'm sorry you had a frustrating opening, and hopefully everyone else is finding their way into the chat room. All right, so let's begin with our Baruch Hu, our creation of sacred space, and maybe that will help the rest of our viewers manage to get through the login process. So if you haven't done this before, imagine, if you will, I started this practice of using this version of the Baruch Hu to open my Rosh Chodesh services several years ago with the group that I was hosting here in my home. And I have this little garden off to the side of actually both sides of my house. But on this side, over there, is the garden space that's been used as my sacred space for a long time. And I have an arbor out there, and there's a little pathway. And so what we would do is line up along that pathway in a single file line. There'd be candles going, and there'd actually be a space for a fire in the center. And then there was a little station for scented water to cleanse your hands and yourself in before you entered. And I would enter first. And I would sing the first line of Baruch Hu, and then I would light that fire in the center. And then the first person in the line would come to the gate, and they would sing it, and they would say the name that is their sacred name. And I would sing them into the space, and then they would join me by the fire. And then the next person would come in, and they would sing it with their name. And then the two of us that were already in the space would sing that person in. And then the next one, and the next one, and the next one. And that's really what we're doing here. So from home, you can join in by singing each person into the space as well. And don't worry if you can't log in. I know it's a little bit hard. You have to type something in and hit send before you can actually log in. But don't worry, we sing everybody in whether we can hear your name or not. So let's try this Baruch Hu together. And hopefully, if you're losing me too much, let me know. I can always stop. We had a lot of problems last time. Hopefully it'll be a little bit better tonight. And I've got the bandwidth at kind of medium level, so hopefully that'll work okay. And I'm just trying to keep an eye on everything else on my computer so there's not something randomly sucking up bandwidth here. So let's go into Shalom, Elora. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. So let's sing ourselves into the space. If you've already been able to log in, feel free to now share the name you wish to be sung in as into the sacred space. And we'll start the chant. Baruch Hu, Baruch Hu, dear one, Shekhinah, holy name. When I call on the light of my soul, I come home. And as you all enter, take a deep breath to shake off the frustration of the chat room and share the name you wish to be sung in as in said slightly annoying chat room. Baruch Hu, dear one, Tamara, holy name. You have called on the light of your soul. Welcome home. Baruch, dear one, Aluma, holy name. You have called on the light of your soul. You've come home. Baruch, dear one, Eliora, holy name. You have called on the light of your soul. Welcome home. Baruch, dear one, Megan, holy name. You have called on the light of your soul. Welcome home. Baruch, dear one, Shlomo, holy name. You have called on the light of your soul. Welcome home. Baruch, dear one, David, holy name. You have called on the light of your soul. Welcome home. Baruch, dear one, Ahava Lilith, holy name. You have called on the light of your soul. Welcome home. Baruch, dear one, many names in our hearts. You have called on the light of your souls. Welcome home. And last time together, the last verse. Baruch, dear one, Shekhinah, holy name. We have called on the light of our souls. We've come home. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. And be in this place, in this time, here in our temporal temple, our electronic Mishkan, our Mishkan HaChashmal. And be here in this space, in this time, in this place, together with these people. And let us say, Amen. And Deluma, I'm not sure Ahava Lilith is here, but I know she was trying to be here, so I was intuiting that she might be one of the guests who wasn't able to log in, so I thought I'd sing her in. And you can always do that. You can email me or post on Facebook before the service and let me know that you're planning to be here. So if I see lots of guests, I can sing you in. And even if you don't make it in time, we can still sing you into the space to bring you in if you want to be here with us in any way, shape, or form. So now we move into expressions of gratitude, moda ani. And we think about everything that has gone right in the month that has passed. Everything that is good And we've just come across the secular New Year. So it's not the Jewish New Year, we've had our spiritual New Year, but there's no way not to get caught up in the energy of the secular New Year as well, because there's so many people focusing energy in that space. So think about everything that's gone right in this last secular year for you, in the months since Rosh Hashanah, moving into the new year. It's been a turn of the seasons. We've hit the winter solstice, the Tekufa Tevet, which we've passed, and we're moving into that space and time of new energy and the sun returning to us. So thinking about everything that has possibly gone right at this point and in this past month that has brought you here with us. I know that there's a lot of struggles in the world. It's not all good all the time. But for you to be here tonight, something has to have gone right. You're alive, even if you're struggling with your health. You have internet access. Hopefully that means you're somewhere warm and you're safe in a home. Probably people who love you somewhere, even if they're not in your home, that you're connected to. Community of people who care and support you. So think about all the many, many things that have gone right in this month that has come to a close. And let's sing our Moda Ani together and give thanks for those things, and share in the chat room as you will what it is that you're grateful for in the month that is closed. And just a refresher, or if you're new, Moda Ani if you're a woman, Modeh Ani if you're a man. Lifanaich is to divine feminine, and Lifanecha is to divine masculine, as well as Vikayemet to divine feminine, and Vikayam to divine masculine. If you've never prayed in feminine God language, it's a good chance to try that out. If you truly experience the Holy One as masculine, then you should pray in masculine God language. And if you experience God as neither, the Holy One is neither as force, then maybe try alternating between the two and see how that works for you. And the English is gender neutral, so it's a little bit easier. So we sing together and share in the chat room. Moda ani lifanaich, Moda ani lifanaich, Ruach Chai v'kayemet, Moda ani lifanecha, Moda ani lifanecha, Ruach Chai v'kayam. Oh, I am grateful. Oh, I am grateful in the face of the One, in the face of the One. What are you grateful for tonight? Share in the chat room if you will. Moda ani lifanaich, Moda ani lifanaich, Ruach Chai v'kayemet, Moda ani lifanecha, Moda ani lifanecha, Ruach Chai v'kayam. Oh, we are grateful. Oh, we are grateful. Moving from water to dry land in North Carolina. Moda ani lifanecha, Moda ani lifanecha, Ruach Chai v'kayam. Moda ani lifanaich, Moda ani lefanayich, Ruach Chai, V'kayemet. To the English, oh, we are grateful. Oh, we are grateful for Tamara healing in a Great Day program. Moda ani lefanayich, Moda ani lefanayich, Ruach Chai, V'kayemet. Moda ani lefanecha, Moda ani lefanecha, Ruach Chai, V'kayam. Oh, we are grateful. Oh, we are grateful for heat and warm homes on really cold, snowy evenings. Moda ani lefanayich, Moda ani lefanayich, Ruach Chai, V'kayemet. Moda ani lefanecha, Moda ani lefanecha, Ruach Chai, V'kayemet. Ooh, V'kayam. I switched genders in the middle. Oh, I am grateful. Oh, I am grateful for things lining up to move Megan to the East Coast and to have someone special there too. And all of our families. Moda ani lefanayich, Moda ani lefanayich, Ruach Chai, V'kayemet. Moda ani lefanecha, Moda ani lefanecha, Ruach Chai, V'kayam. Oh, we are grateful. Oh, we are grateful that Rabbi Patrick got married. What a blessed mitzvah. Oh, we are grateful. Oh, we are grateful for those that heal us when we struggle with our health. Oh, we are grateful. Oh, we are grateful for the OneShul community and punktorah. Oh, we are grateful. What else? Oh, we are grateful for those that teach and those that receive. Oh, we are grateful. Oh, we are grateful for those who show up and all those who lead. One last time in the Hebrew. Moda ani lefanayich, Moda ani lefanayich, Ruach Chai, V'kayemet. Moda ani lefanecha, Moda ani lefanecha, Ruach Chai v'kayam. Oh, we are grateful. Oh, we are grateful in the face of the one, in the face of the one. And breathe in everything that you are grateful for. Breathe in the gratitudes of all the other people in our Mishkan tonight. Breathe out your gratitude for everyone who has done something good for you in the month that is closing. And breathe in the blessings and the challenges of everything that has led you to be here tonight. And let us say, Amen. And we move from this place of gratitude, which hopefully you're feeling. And if you're not feeling it, take another deep breath in and just exhale out everything you're holding in. If you need to, stand up and stretch. It's a great, I want to stand up now, but it's a great yoga pose. Oh, I need a Luma for this. But you put your hands up and you arch your back a little and you breathe in and it opens up everything so you can take a deeper breath in and exhale it out. So you can feel here and now and just in a moment, just one moment at least, of gratitude. And hopefully you're finding that moment as we transition into prayers for strength in the month to come. And from that place of gratitude, from a place of knowing that your body, even if it doesn't work perfectly, works because you're here and you're alive and you're with us tonight. And from a place of hopefully being nourished with good food and healthy food. And with a spiritual community, at least here and now at OneShul, that cares for you in body and soul as best as we all can, and in loved ones, and from a place rooted in gratitude, we now reach out to the Holy One and ask for strength in the month to come in our challenges. And so we're going to transition now to Holy Taya singing us through this experience. And as we hear the words and see the music and watch the river flowing, I invite you to share in the chat room what it is that you need strength for tonight. So each of us can lend our energy, our blessing, our sharing of divine energy, which is a blessing, to you in your struggles, and we can receive from you as well.
My Madonna, mi kamocha, nadar bakoda. No ratigilo to se fela, no ratigilo to se fela. The spirit is flowing, flowing and growing. The spirit is flowing through you and me. Hashem, guide me, be faithfully beside me. Hashem, guide me and bless how I live. The spirit is flowing, flowing and growing. The spirit is flowing through you and me. Shekhinah reside in me, oh wisdom lives inside in me. Shekhinah reside in me, holy Abba, Nadar Bakodah. No Ratahiro, Misamoha, Baili Madonna, Mikamoha, Nadar Bakodah. Spirit is flowing, no Ratahiro, Tosefela, no Ratahiro, Hashem, guide me, be faithfully beside me. Hashem, guide me and bless how I be. The spirit is flowing, flowing and growing. The spirit is flowing, growing and growing. The spirit is flowing. Hashem, guide me, oh wisdom reside me, oh wisdom Hashem, guide me, and bless how reside in me, oh holy and holy. Baili Madonna, Mikamocha, Baili Madonna, Mikamocha, Nadar Bakodah, no Ratahilo, to Sefela, no Ratahilo, to Sefela.
Oh, Holy One, we ask from a place of gratitude for strength for our challenges in the month to come. May we find clarity in self-love. May we have the courage to seek and accept the help that we need. May we have the strength to sort through worldly possessions and keep only what we need. May we find healing of body, mind, and spirit. May we find strength to focus on our potential and our purpose in this world, to grow in our faith and our presence and our being. May we find strength to stay in that place of gratitude so we may feel the love of the beloved and feel that we are the beloved in each moment of our day, and especially when challenges are presented to us that make us forget. For this and the many things that are in our hearts and the many needs that have been expressed and we have not heard with our ears, let us say, Amen. And David, I have never done a distance aura fluffing before, but if Reiki can work, there is no reason that I probably couldn't do it with an aura fluffer. Although the physical part is also an important part of that experience. But you never know. Maybe we'll do that one night during Rosh Chodesh. I'll grab the aura fluffer. Oh, it's not hanging there anymore. It's in the closet. And we'll fluff everyone through the screen somehow and see if it works. So we move from our prayers for strength into taking a moment to think about the month that is to come. And there's an image in this Siddur. Hopefully you've been able to download it. Let me post the link again in case we have some new people. And there's an image in there. Let me see, maybe I can quickly pull it up in the screen. Let's see if I can manage that. I'm not sure this is going to work. Well, it is in the Siddur, so hopefully you can find it. I'm going to try one more quick thing, and then I'm not going to worry about it. Nope. So hopefully you can see it. Yeah, Luma. Yeah, David. Okay, you've got that. So yeah, Luma just refreshed the screen. Why am I saying that? She can't possibly hear me right now. And Shalom, Crystal. Welcome. Here we go. I found it. Let me see if I can do this without messing everything up on you guys. That's the one I want. All right, let's put this in. Great. Okay, this should actually work. So I can pull the image up. So you should be able to see the image now. And so the image is it's a journey from Tibet to Adar, and it's told through it's called the transparent tarot, and hopefully nobody has a problem. If tarot bothers you, please feel free to let me know afterwards. Most people know that I read cards. That is part of my whole world. So this transparent one is really interesting. They're very abstract images, and you layer them on top of each other to create these montages. And the story, and I love this, is the star in the middle. The month of Tibet is a month of binding. It's the dying of the light. And so it's a month where we're often imprisoned by things that we shackle ourselves in many ways. As the light is dying out, it's so hard to move forward. And especially during the holiday season, especially in our modern era, there's so much going on, and it sometimes feel like you're just bound by things, even though the reality is it's usually just us holding ourselves in, and we can free ourselves if we realize that we're being held prisoner in these moments. And bondage to spiritual awakening through guiding light. There you go. As David just said. And then you have the month of Shevat, which is the star. And this guiding light in the middle. And then finally, this idea of awakening and the moon and the mysteries of the moon. And that's the month of Adar is the month of Purim. So it's the lunacy of the moon. And the hidden wisdom of the month of Purim. So I love the star image here in particular, and that idea of that light guiding us through. Esther is also based in the ancient mythologies of Ishtar, the star. So her name means that as well. So there's a lot of great imagery going on, and it goes with the Parsha readings, right? So, and Troy, if you want to share more of that, go for it, and I'll read what you're saying there. But yeah, there's a lot of these things that overlap into each other. And so that is sort of the look at the month that is coming towards us. And with Shevat, one of the hard parts, and think about it for how many of us, at least on the East Coast, have snow tonight. In 15 days, 14 days, because it's sunset, we're at Tu B'Shvat, the 15th of Shvat. That is supposed to be the first inklings of springtime for us. It's not spring yet, not the spring equinox, but it's the first inklings of spring. But we can't see it yet. In so many parts of the world, it's covered in ice and snow still, and you can't actually see spring coming. We're supposed to be coming very, very much into spring, and we're supposed to trust and we're supposed to believe. But when you can't see the plants coming up and there's snow on the ground and it's freezing cold, where is it that you're supposed to have this springtime experience in the holiday of the trees? Well, because in many parts of the world, including the Northeast, where we don't see that much this time of year when it comes to spring, this is the season of tapping trees. So this is the season of tapping maple trees. So even if we can't see it, the sap is rising. The trees are awakening. We just don't see it right away. And that's that star guiding us through this dark month. The light is starting to come back. The sun's still setting at 4:30. But we know every day it gets a little brighter and a little brighter and a little brighter. And we can't tell at first. But then all of a sudden, it's 5 p.m., it's 6 p.m., it's 7 p.m. And all of a sudden, the trees are budding. So this is the month, I try to think of it, it's the New Year of the Trees, which was based on the tithing practice. We'll deal with that later. But I think of the crocuses coming up through the snow, those first plants that peek through the winter. And a great thing you can do is get a bulb kit, a forcing bulb, not a light bulb maybe, but it's a forcing bulb. And you can watch it actually bloom this time of year to help see and bring that springtime back to you. Maple syrup is a good choice too. So lots of ways to experience that. And remember, the rising of the sap is what's happening this time of year. Absolutely, Eliora. It's one of the many reasons throughout history at the end of December. It's also, if you think about agricultural societies, which Judaism, the ancient Israelite religion, which is the foundation of Judaism, was, this is the time of year that you best have that harvest in. You better have your stores ready to go, because now you have 3 to 4 months where you are just praying that you're going to make it through the winter. And those spring equinox holidays, they're so important, because that's when you know you're probably going to make it, or you know you're not going to make it because you're out of food. So that's kind of that time period that we're in right now. So that moonless night lit by a brilliant star to carry us through until the full moon of Adar and Purim, and such a joyous holiday. And Shvat is also an incredibly joyous month as well. So there's a lot going on in the month of Shvat, and I really encourage you to look into all the many meanings and symbolisms of this month so you can fully embrace and experience it. There's so many practices too. If you head over to punktorah, you will find a plethora of Shevat practices. There's also a bunch on my own site, peeling a pomegranate. And you'll find so many great ways to really explore this month of Shevat. So I'm going to post one more for you, which hopefully you can get these links. I think you can get them. I see them and I enabled links, so I hope you can see them. But this is a great one I wrote a year or so ago about a lot of different practices for Tu B'Shvat and the month of Shvat. So with that, and shalom, goodbye ATM. Hello and goodbye. With that, and again, if you're just joining us, it's hard to tell with those who aren't logged in, if you're just joining and coming back, to join the chat room, you just need to type something in and hit send, and that triggers the prompt to log in. All right, so let's move into our opening of blessings for the month. And as I was trying to figure out what chant to use, I was trying one. There's one based on Psalm 84 that's about blasting the shofar at the change of the moons. It's like Rosh Chodesh chant, actually. And I was trying to find Shefa Gold's version, and I decided I don't like her version as much as I thought I would. But the practice around it is so beautiful that she's written. And I started humming my own tune, but then I was thinking, no, that's still not right. I want to bring the light in. I want us to open ourselves up to blessings of guiding light. And Shalom, Esther, welcome, welcome. And here, I'll post one more time for you all, especially for just joining us. Grab that link. And so I wanted to bring in the light, and I started thinking, well, what chant? What's a good chant about light that we can do? And I said, oh, suddenly I hit it. I went, Yotzer Or. That is all about creating light. It's from the daily prayers. But it's such a great chant, and it's you who forms light and create darkness, makes peace and creates all things. So at this time of year, when the light is inching its way back, and we're in the middle of darkness and light, and in a time where of creating all things and hopefully peace come in our world, a little maybe, but it's really a prayer of dichotomies and knowing that we can't hate the darkness. The darkness is there for a reason, and the good and the bad is there for a reason, and we don't always understand it, but it's all there to teach us something. And so I thought Yotzer Or would be a good chant for us to use together tonight to open up to blessings. And this is the special treat. And don't go away at the end of this, because I do want to share the exciting news about our OneShul's good friend, Holitea, who we use a lot of her music. She's given us permission to use her music whenever we want. I've got exciting news on her end that I want to share with you all. So, but to do Yotzer Or, I'm not going to sing for you. Another good friend of OneShul's who has given permission to use his music is the Kirtan Rabbi, Reb Andrew Hahn. He's a fabulous guy, and he does Hebrew Kirtan, which is a chant style of call and response. And this is from his live recorded album of a medley of Yotzer Or. So sing along with him, and you can listen to him sing a line and then you sing a line, but you can get the whole experience of hearing what his kirtan concerts are like. And he's really just an amazing guy too. He's a great friend. So he's a great guy and a friend. So here is Reb Andrew Hahn, the Kirtan Rabbi, to take us through Yotzer Or.
Yotzer Or uvorech Hashem. 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 Oseh Shalom uvorech et hakol. 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 Oseh Shalom Uborei 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 et Hakol.
Blessed are you, Yah Shekhinah, who forms light and creates darkness, who creates peace and who makes all things. And let us say, Amen. All right, so we often do this first, but I feel like, especially after that, it's a good place to go into mitzvah cards. If anyone would like an intention drawn for them for the month that is to come. These cards are based in Jewish text. That's actually all they have on them is a mitzvah. And what we do is you say in the chat room, yes, me please. And then I'll pull a card for you. I'll say, okay, it's your turn, and we shuffle, and you tell me when to stop, and then I pull a card for you, and we share what it is, and what's on here is a mitzvah, an English interpretation of it, and then the scripture that it is based on. So no, Crystal, you didn't miss it. All right, Crystal, so we'll go with you first in this case. How about that, since you thought you had missed it? So I'll shuffle for you first. And Crystal, go ahead and tell me when to stop. And if you're joining as a guest and you weren't able to log in, you can email me or contact me on Facebook, and I'm happy to draw one for you after Rosh Chodesh as well. So, all right, Crystal, I'm shuffling for you, so tell me when to stop. Okay. Oh, all right. We're gonna go with the one I can see, but then we'll look at the other one. I got two. All right. Yours, Crystal, is Shalom Bayit. Co-create peace. Shalom in the home. Undertake conscious acts of self-restraint, love, and generosity that may yield greater peace at home. It's Genesis 18:13 and 34:15. Psalm 34:15. So that was the top one I pulled. Let's see what that second one that got caught up in it says. Okay, so along with Shalom Bait is Bikor Cholim, visit the sick. So support the sick and the healing of those who are physically or emotionally unwell with visits and calls. Listen to and affirm their feelings, organize as needed, transportation, supplies, meals, etc., or support medical research. And that's Genesis 18:1. So you have Genesis 18:13 and 18:1, and also Psalm 34:15. All right, so hopefully those were resonant for you tonight. So yes, you should send Addie a little note during the month to help him keep his spirits up because he's not doing very well. He's feeling unhealthy. All right, Minty is next. Really, Minty? Minty Fresh? All right, Megan, you're next. Tell me when to stop. I love the delay in the in the video when I'm doing this. I'm shuffling and hoping someone's going to stay stopped eventually. All right, we are shuffling for Megan. Mackerel mint this evening. All right, stopped. They are sticking together tonight. Okay, there we go. All right, so Megan, yours is Sefirat HaOmer, count the days. So this would normally just be during the period of the Omer, but in this case, it is, so this is what this is about, traveling the spiritual journey from Passover to Shavuot by counting each day aloud, reflecting and blessing. Leviticus 23:15. All right, so we're not there right now. We've got quite a while before we get to Pesach. Oh, it's only a few months away now. But maybe one of the things to do since we are at Rosh Chodesh and we're beginning the month is to count the days of this month and to really mark in Jewish time the experience of this month, especially because we do have Tu B'Shvat. So you have that 15th of the month that you can count towards, and then all the way to Rosh Chodesh Adar. So focus on Jewish time this month and the journey of Shvat. And maybe it is resonant for you to start preparing for Passover and what it means to count the Omer. And if you've never done that, this is a great time to start preparing and understanding what it's about and maybe formulating your approach, because all of a sudden it'll be Tu B'Shvat and then Purim and then Pesach is here, and then if you don't have a plan, what do you do? So that is yours tonight, Megan. I hope that was resonant for you. All right, I think Eliora is next. So these are really great cards. If you haven't seen them before, they're the mitzvah cards. They are from reclaimingjudaism.org. And really a lovely just way to kind of get an intention and think about the month to come in a really Jewish way. We've talked about that I read tarot cards, but I don't like to bring those necessarily into the OneShul services because they're a really odd space for some people to be in and they're not used to them. But things like cartomancy, drawing of lots, is actually a really ancient Jewish tradition. So I love being able to do this with the mitzvah cards because it keeps it in a really grounded Jewish space. So Eliora, it's all you if you would like to tell me when to stop. And I can do the fancy shuffling, but this actually tends to work much better to actually mix up the cards, especially when they're a little sticky. All right. Guess this one's coming up tonight. Bikor Cholim, it's back. Visit the sick. All right, I guess you too, Eliora. It's you. Everyone's going to send David lots of love this month and help him feel better. And maybe to Tamara too, since she said she's in the process of healing, or anyone else that you know. So yours too is support the sick and the healing of those who are physically or emotionally unwell with visits and calls. Listen to and affirm their feelings. Organize as needed transportation, supplies, meals, etc. Support medical research. Genesis 18:1. So I'm hoping that's not coming up because of me right now for all of you. I'm trying to focus on you all as I do this. There's been a lot of people in my life lately who seem to be struggling with some pretty severe illnesses. And actually my childhood best friend's mother-in-law just passed away, to my knowledge, based on an Alzheimer's situation. So it's always a good thing to do, but Eliora, I hope that was resonant for you, and that the idea of caring for those who are ill and just being present for them is resonant for you, because it's one of the greatest mitzvahs that we can do. All right, so Troy, tell me when to stop shuffling. Oh no, I'm sorry, Eliora. All right, Troy, hopefully you're still here, and you can hopefully, I'm not frozen for you. And let me know when to stop focusing on you. Shlomo ben Avraham. We definitely need to care for the sick now. All right. Not the same one. Shimrat Haguf. Shmirat, not Shimrat. That would be singing your health. Shmirat Haguf. So guard your health. Take good physical care of your body, the precious instrument upon which your soul plays life for God. Wow, it's quite the phrasing. Let me say that again. Take good physical care of your body, the precious instrument upon which your soul plays life for God. Genesis 1:27. So, wow, I guess in your case it is, Troy, it's not to go visit the sick, but it's to take care of your own health this month and to be careful about your health. And Elior, your card actually was Bikor Cholim. It was visit the sick, the same one, actually one of the ones that came up before. So that's what yours was caring for the sick. So Troy, I hope that was resonant for you. As in your case, it is taking care of yourself and your own health and guarding your own health. So you should not visit the sick in person this month. You should call, send cards, but take care of your health this month. All right, Tamara, you are next, my dear. I need a little shuffling song. Ooh. Kol Yisrael Aravim Ze Lazeh. Be counted and accountable. Show up for others and appreciate those who show up for you in order to ensure supportive communities of prayer and care. Leviticus 26:37, and Talmud Shvuot 39a. Oh, Tamara, this one seems pretty clear. Keep showing up to that day program you told us about, and be a part of that community and let them care for you and you care for them. So that's a pretty clear one this month. So again, it's Kol Yisrael Aravim Ze Lazeh. Be counted and accountable. Leviticus 26:37 and Talmud Shvuot 39a. All right, and we're finishing up with David. Okay, I guess this is your card. I think that's you saying stop. What is this tonight? Okay, it's not the healthy one, but it's a different one. All right, so you have count the days too. And you're watching me shuffle. I'm shuffling. Sefirat HaOmer, count the days. Travel the spiritual journey from Passover to Shavuot by counting each day aloud, reflecting and blessing. Leviticus 23:15. Okay, so specific words just leapt out at me on this one. Traveling the spiritual journey from Pesach to Shavuot. So from a place of constriction to the place of revelation and the harvest, to that place of cleansing out the old, to that place of bounty and newness. So that, I think, is what this month is for you, at least based on this one, that it is that experience of being born again from Mitzrayim, that place of narrowness and constraint, into bounty and fullness at the mountaintop. And you could also look at it the other way, the clearing out of the barley of old and bringing in the new harvest beginning this year, which is the other story of Passover and Shavuot. So, all right, Leviticus 23:15. We are all in a very similar place, and this is a community. Most of you I've seen so many times here, so sounds like we're all in a similar space this month, and that is okay. All right, so let's do mine real quickly. It's only fair. Since I'm publicly doing them for you all, I might as well do one for me too. All right. This one. Ooh, not the same one, but good. Shema. Listen. Pause to listen and reflect the doorposts of your day, your thoughts, your dreams, and one day your life. Appreciate the interconnectedness of all being. Know one. Deuteronomy 6:4. It's sort of what we were just doing, right? Appreciating the interconnectedness of all things and how it's all tying together. So thank you so much for being here tonight and entering this gateway to the new month with me and with all of you in this whole community. Couple of quick things I want to share. So let me share the exciting news I promised to share with you. So very, very soon, Holy Taya is going to be launching a crowdsourced campaign to fund her new album. And she says it's going to be her richest, juiciest, and most exciting yet. So keep an eye out. I'll let you know when that happens. You know, we have these amazing artists who support us here at OneShul by giving us official permission to use their music, like Holy Taya and like Reb Andrew. So we can support them back by buying their albums or kicking in a couple of bucks when they have a campaign to launch a new album. So I'll let you know when that's coming. And she's such a great teacher. She's such a great friend. She's been with us here at OneShul services many times. She often sneaks in and doesn't like us to know she's here, but she tells me later. And so she likes to be able to be here with us when she can as well. So exciting that she is birthing a new album again. I'm so excited to hear what this new one is all about. In other news, I kind of dropped it in at the very beginning. Our very own Rabbi Patrick just got married. And the many muzzle tops. So he's not watching this because he's on his honeymoon right now. So I can tell you all, and you should tell everyone else, but not Patrick. We forgot to do a tish for him, a traditional Jewish wedding celebration before the wedding. And so David and I were talking, and we thought we should do a OneShul tish after the fact, a celebration. So we're figuring out how to do that. But if you would like to share your blessings for Patrick and his beautiful new wife, and share your mazel tovs, you can record a video, you can send an email, you can send a photo, send it to me or send it to David, and between the two of us we'll coordinate and we'll figure out when we're going to put all this together after he gets back from his honeymoon. I have to email his mom and find out when he's back. So hopefully you can help with that, to be here, and we'll let you all know because we want to do it live here on OneShul so the whole community can celebrate with them and participate and get to see the experience and say mazel tov to them. So you can email me at katsira@pilapalm.com or our darn good friend David at aroundtheshabbattable@gmail.com. And we'll let you know. It'll be in a few weeks after they get back from their honeymoon, and we can pull all this together. We'll have to tell them something to get them to services, like show up. So that's the other exciting news. As always, if you can donate $5 for services, it's always appreciated. I'm a volunteer. David's a volunteer. We do this because we love you all and we love this community, but it does take money to keep the lights on, to get chat rooms that don't cause you all angst and agita. So anything you can do is great. Please remember the prayer request wall and the yahrzeit wall. And if you want to contribute to OneShul, anytime you can sign up to be a part of this community just by raising your hand and saying, I'd like to lead a class or a service or just a discussion, or a discussion. Or over on punktorah, you can write or you can comment. There's so many ways to be involved in this community. You become a part of OneShul and punktorah by showing up. That's it. There's no dues. We hope you'll kick in a little here and there, but you're here, and that's what we're looking for, is for you to be here live with us. So the next thing that's happening here, by the way, is, me again, Friday night. It says Rosh Chodesh, but it's actually Shabbat services. So tomorrow night, I'm back again for Shabbat services at 7 o'clock. And then Monday night, Chana is with us for Torah Talk. And then Friday, February 7th, David is back for Around the Shabbat Table. So keep an eye on the calendar. It's right below you. So you will be able to see when all of the services are each month. So we're constantly keeping it updated. I just sent, I'm looking at it now, I just sent David some new dates for me. I think he's going to help update the calendar. So don't worry if you don't see Rosh Chodesh on there. It's coming, I promise. Oh, there it is. Rosh Chodesh Adar is on Friday, the 31st. And I'll be here tomorrow night for Shabbat services. And then I think I'm moving to like the third Friday. We're shifting me around. I asked to be shifted around for scheduling purposes. And then it looks like Tuesday is Ortho Punk and Sages. I don't even know what that means, and it sounds awesome. And then Saturday, Troy is doing Haftarah, which is so amazing. So please join in, tell everyone about this, and thank you so much for being a part of this community. You are OneShul, and we are here for you. Have a wonderful night, a wonderful month, Chodesh Tov, and hopefully I will see you back here again tomorrow night for Kabbalat Shabbat. Have a great night, everyone, and Chodesh Tov.